the less you do, the more she will chase you. This is a very fascinating theory that I remember I came across with my wings back in the 90s, because we were all, as guys, brainwashed by the Matrix to believe that we have to take women out on endless amounts of dates, buy her endless amounts of flowers, roll out the red carpet for her, do all of these things in order to just get a kiss, right? And it wasn't until I started really journeying in the game that I realized a very fascinating thing. And that fascinating thing is, as I fix my camera here, is that the less you do, the more the girl will chase you. And that I was really wasting my time doing a whole lot of stuff I didn't really even need to do. I mean, even by the time, I remember, VH1, the Pickup Artist came along, and I helped with some technical advising on that show as well. And one of my students actually ended up on the second season of that, and I had gamed with Matador a couple times, Mystery's main wing back in the day. Wonder how Matador's doing. But even they were aware of it at that time, but they didn't talk about it on the show, right? We're all aware of it. That basically, the less you do, the more the girl will chase you, even though we're teaching a lot of these techniques, which are necessary, by the way. You do have to understand how to create attraction with women and how to hone that and how to amplify it in order to get the girl. I mean, it is very good to learn all of the techniques in order to create attraction out of thin air. I mean, it's magical. Just to be able to do that is magical. But then you get to another dimension where it's like, okay, I could do approaches, no big deal, right? I could approach any girl I want, no big deal. Let's see if we could really open up the vortex and see how far we can take this, right? And it was at this point that I realized that I was doing more than I needed to, right? That I really didn't have to put in much effort. Instead of going through, steps 1 through 5 of each phase of the approach, I would just start walking up to the girl and just looking at her. And then just communicate very basically, and I was able to get pretty much the same results, if not better results, by essentially doing nothing. Right? And of course I took this into dating the girls as well. It's like, okay, how much can I get away with not doing? And it was pretty scary, right, to say the least. It was pretty scary that, and that's what I really started to see, kind of a little too much, that most people, most men are just we're just not supposed to see this type of female behavior, right? I mean, if I were to show this to a male feminist or a blue pill beta or something, his head would explode. No, you have to treat a girl like a princess. You have to buy her a dozen roses from the best florist in order for her to even just notice you and see you're a nice, decent guy and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. No. No. I mean, we took it to the extreme to the point where we would just put in the least amount of effort and maximize our results, right? And because of that, I look for ways to do that in other areas of my life. Whether it's my business, I always look for ways to just do a little bit but maximize the results. Also, even in my fitness, right? Trying to stay healthy, I want to do the least amount possible but maximizing my results. It all comes from this pickup, because I came across that epiphany. I'm like, maybe I'm just working too hard, right? And I tell guys the same thing. Guys that I see struggling in their business, guys that I see struggling with weight loss, guys that I see especially struggling with women, I tell them the same thing. I think you're just trying too hard, right? Hey, I'm all against putting in the work, right? But sometimes you are just trying too hard. If you're not moving forward, if you're not getting the results you want to, you know what? A lot of times it just boils down to the fact that you're just trying too hard, son. Sometimes you just shouldn't try so hard. and the results will come, right? Just lighten up, relax a little bit, maybe even take a break from all of it. The results will come. So when it comes to women, it is very true that the less you do, the better results you'll have. If you think about any of the women that you weren't even that attracted to, did you put in a whole lot of work and effort into them, time, money? Nope. And guess what? They became more attracted to you, right? It just so happens that you didn't really find them that attractive. So you didn't really put in that much work, and just by osmosis, they became more attracted to you. Whereas for women that you really did like, guess what you did? You put in the effort, you put in the energy, spent money on them, you invested in them. How'd that turn out? Right? How'd that work out for you? Probably didn't work out so well, right? You put in all these loads of effort, commitment towards this girl, didn't really work out, right? But you think about the girls where you really didn't put in any effort at all, they loved you to death. So it's the same concept, right? It's the same concept, just being able to apply that to the girls that you actually do like. Because again, the less you do, the more the women will chase you. You know, just also because you're really just disseminating yourself from all the other dudes in her life that do this one thing, which is chase her, right? What do guys do that like a girl? 99% of guys out there that have never had this kind of training, what do? They chase the girl, right? To the point of just obnoxiousness, right? Well, where they're constantly calling and texting and messaging her, and the girl's like, can you stop? Can you stop? Right? Just too much, a little too much. So if you go in the opposite direction, where, you know, you put in very little effort, just a little bit here and there, I mean, that will get you to your goal a whole lot faster, which is getting the girl, than if you step up and do all sorts of work and put in all sorts of effort and energy in trying to get her, right? Because again, the less you do, the more she'll chase you. Okay, you really don't have to be putting in all that much work in order to get your result, right? And again, outside of just dating, right? You could apply this to your business. You could apply this to your career. You could apply this to any aspect of your life, fitness, dating. You'll find that if you're struggling, if you're hitting, speed bumps, sometimes you just got to let go. Oh man, there's some kids like walking by right now. I always like it when the kids get amazed when they see a Lamborghini. You know, you can tell it's their first time seeing one, or they just don't see one very often. But yeah, see kids like walking by. I drove by a high school earlier because I had to go to DMV, like finally take care of my registration on this car. It took me a while to get it registered because I had to get it smogged, and I just was traveling, and then finally I'm like, I should register my car. So I did it. And I was driving by a high school today, and then the kids at the high school were like, oh my God, Lamborghini! You know, they got their camera phones and everything. But I mean, it was just reminding me, it always just reminds me of, like, you know, when I was a kid and we'd see a Ferrari or something drive by. I don't think we ever saw a Lamborghini, but we saw like a Ferrari a couple of times. Like, oh my God, Ferrari! You know, but we didn't have phones back then. So anyway, not to get off track, guys, the less you do, the more she'll chase you. Apply that not only to women, but every area of your life. And I guarantee that will really open up the fourth dimension in your mind. And another guy's taking a selfie. That'll really open up the fourth dimension in your mind and take you to the next level in life, right? Life, business, dating, fitness, you name it, right? It'll totally take you to the next level. So until next time, drop your comments below, and I'll see you in the next coaching video. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets signing out here with my DeLorean as usual. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill, and awesome pill that I'm teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is
by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium Alpha Male Secrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube. In case they ever try to shut us down, they won't be able to, because all of my premium content will be protected on our private encrypted server that will be up forever. And I'm paying for it so they can never take us down. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium Alpha Male Secrets content from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.